For the other four, Kwaba, a Better News TV. Your best show says a winner, subscribe to Better News channel, your best subscriber. No one like and no one share. So by your update, be a berry on Sabit Miaka. I make I will say, comment says you want to your dear. So we your message in your honor. You're making kind be answer at the amount. Then somebody there, Bremo and a yenia ye maemu ha galamsey nsema ekokɔ so ne nneɛma ACC about galamsey no ho a yenya ano twabre yenya ano yibre no na mu nsɛm na yɛde brɛ mu ene na meka wo sɛ Professor Frimpong Boateng the term office na call over no wɔde nsɛm bebree betu dwa na nsɛm a ene wɔde abetu dwa ne deɛ ɔdɔfo aditwam Upon someone or say there is some member of parliament a kukudam phobia or more tata papano a one in some or the betu jano. And I'm saying the papana in yahoto na with the term of office no there was some chief beer or more the two ja a bo papana man yes say. Even quite manfo a omo wo kwaye mu honom a omo a do mu kwaye omo ahweso omo kokum nam etwitwa omo Wuoma bi ni same omo nse kwaye na we mu ba forest no wa wote ho a wote krom ho a even kro a wokọ akotwa Wuoma ababe wu fufu adi no se omo do omo nkrata no free Accra ho no ba are more entitled to the small scale mining no matter you may now nim let me focus seems so could try even Wuoma Umbebu Tuakum and Professor Ye emphasis about a certain man beer or mukuna krum war henny at the betuja and then some bebre papa this time what they are betuja mess so become home now. Yakuti papa na nsem ode to dwa no dofo ho bedwire wo ampipu amamwe we mu MPP amamwe we mu ho bedwire nsem a Professor Frimpong Boateng ede to dwa mu yenko ne yengotie
seven predia so bia no 1% Ghana we ebe yie but ba bia nsem no enenam ene ba bia ababedru no eno ne yebesro mampani akufo ado se ase adabraka wakọ etiri kakra yenyina so entwe ho taw ne yemra ye ba ye bedo nsem no masuko ye de nkoma nkasa ene afa ho me ba isia Professor Frimpong Boateng a former minister environment science and technology na Accra Cardio Center Professor Frimpong Boateng and our din sika e di esiye adie bi asio Professor Frimpong Boateng wabra omampani na adodan kwa akufo ado eyi ne sonyo soafo no wo muti ekuo bi a na ye frɛ no interministerial task force na sa ekuo na wo mo eteye no Professor Frimpong Boateng ana ne dom ana wo mo eye se ombeboa ama enuoma atumi akoso Professor Frimpong Boateng eye na dwen se Oba sa adwuma no e wo hwa aboa se efoma gudi a yetu ne basa aya galamsey ya enam kwan papa so ena wo mu etuo no obatumi afa kwan papa so etu ase e de afri ho anunti wo mu ti kuo bia de afra ne galam stop na galam stop no wo mu teye no na wo se wo mu di ekuo ahodo enyuma ku ahodo ade guso yeah it will be controlled by GPS it is so bi wo ba bi kura no asase no a wo behu na wo mu atu sa nipa no eso sa na ade esi ye no se companies ahodo a na wo se wo mu ekoso no no amfa wo ho ankwankwagim a Professor Frimpong Boateng atremu state the reason why e ma sanu Wuoma we ekoduru ba bia ekoduru ye otra mu say won wa na ka wo so ka ho companies no Obobo wanyina din na emo memrenti. Me to me emo bobo said din no emfa emamo. I don't say a woman say. Wabra Professor Kwabra Frimpong Boateng. Wamudi dibra no adisen nsa no. Wanya na fam de bia so obeye. Sabe obeye ebetumi atu efuma gudi ayetu ne basa no. Ase. Na watro letter. Letter na wode baaye no. Dated 19th March 2021. Sase ya me no kasai. Ya wo June muni ya way. 19th March 2023 a 2 years of this document. Or try ya or submit ye no 2 solid years any. And what happened was Professor Frimpong Boateng the cycle away on demand of the president say adia wamu ya wamu hu ye I will get himself fight no. One year report requested by the chief of staff non famra or your report way and the command chief of staff enter document way what so from fear mienu so the man anado say one farmer no it take 2 solid years and ye chire ansana ka dumfo bia da Roma only kisa document way ama ye nsaka ama ye hu ade a na e wo document ni mu. Now you want some woman to say this document actually a kwanya woman fasua woman de essay and sassy any idea interministerial task force no ehunu ye. Now there was this guy called Charles Onuya wonto bisiu ipamocha monfa no entoso akwa no kreska no monfa no entoso mame. This guy called Charles Bisiu. Monfano entoso semonsa aka. Aha. There's the man. Na adesianom. Wopani we ya. Muhunu ya wada TV sui. Aye nipa bia. Aba ye mama toja anas video eche no. Sana waji sika. Ade concession. Ade ma manfo. Idamase. That's about so. It's when you free some. Now, some particular guy we and the man by your baby told just say interministerial task force no. Omo di jijiska. Now I don't say me woman say. Wa bra some video we abrantie video no buy no. Ya ke wa say wa mo channel no. Ano man pani akufu ado request here for the full length of the video. Until common you. The full video. I'm requesting ye. I'm requesting the full video no. And I better just a person for friend no. No my shishemu. No more say one year boni bia into your clan. I don't know your chief Professor Frimpong Boateng no. Another day yenyan into say. Special prosecutor so. I say I invited the pa. Gana CID hwehwe ne nsemu ewu se ne hu som sabro be wanya boni bia no ye say I invite no so no so omra ye issue bench warrant po says jama be be hu no bia no ye nche no special prosecutor secures warrant for the arrest of Charles Bisiu. Na enkomo no ankasa no eni ye mawuram ne ye medi nkomo no enkomo ne ni Professor Kwabra Frimpong Boateng ade betu just say yankopon ni twedi ampo anim ni galamsey fighter woye nadwen say all fight no galamsey no atwa no ho a fight no pa. Now let's start from the challenges ya Professor Kwabra Frimpong Boateng if you see challenges no ewo page 11 of Professor Kwabra Frimpong Boateng. There you know. Meba ama yaba be hwe enuoma bi. Enuoma hodoa eno so aba be toja. Was most members of the interministerial committee abandoned the committee See, challenges are Professor Frimpong Boateng, FAC. Most members of the interministerial committee abandoned the committee. Was it apart from the ministers for sanitation and local government and rural development, all others abandoned the committee. All others abandoned the committee. To make matter worse, the chairman personally attacked, vilified, and framed for things he had not done. Such assault came from many people, including some of the ministers who effectively left the committee. Professor Frimpong Boateng say, ministers ni bia nam ke wase wa mo boa ema yakutia efema gudi a yetu ni basa etu ni wayensuo mu ane nasafo no. Some ministers no efremu no up attacking no ebe wi akire no bi mo mu firi mu mpo no aka ensam ni nuoma wanyeye e de fa na ho. Na okyerɛkyerɛ mu baako, mining in the forest. Page 11, paragraph 2. Was it the decision taken in 2018 by the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources and its agencies to grant concession in virtually all forests reserved to mining companies did a lot of harm. This was contrary to the directive from the president that all mining activities in forest reserves should be suspended. Almost invariably, the concession owners were not indigenous and had no attachment to the local community or committee. Professor Frimpong Boateng said, now Nadu Kufuado as the president, I can say, Obi biara was shut down na kwayim, na wo tu afuma gudie biano onyai. But I know something say, company sa, every Ghana ha. Asase se wo wura kwayim, etu afuma gudie and sama omampani kan ye no. Omantie. We ya mama who say, Akufuado is not on top of issues. They were given permit to work in the forest without any consultation with traditional rulers. I can say on authority that all forest reserves have been invaded by rich miners who have engaged Chinese in their operations. Well, see, all forest reserves say yeka owa Ghana kwaya ye woni nada Ghana ye kwaya ye woni nada all forests rich miners tie wide no or say rich miners wo to afoma gudia wo sika pa bi to say chairman to me. I am mentioning the name of Chama to me because Tano in Nimri Forest. Chama to me Akunta Mines. Ebo Ramu and my new womb. Chaso Ebo Rabe Potenten Eko my name wo. Yet mine say all forest reserves, absolute all forest reserves have been invaded by rich miners. The chiefs and opinion leaders are most unhappy with the invasion of the forests and farmlands. I personally received a complaint from the chiefs According to them, they had kept the forest in pristine state for hundreds of years. They and their people had used the forest resources sustainably. Without any prior information to chiefs and other traditional leaders, miners entered their communities and quickly produced an official small-scale mining license from Accra, indicating the land was approved for gold extraction. The miners entered the forest and the farmlands with their private security that makes sure that no one enters the mining areas. Within days, cocoa farms, subsistence crops, forests, and other land users are cleared prior to extraction, transforming local people's food availability and income. Heavy machinery then dig and wash massive amount of sediment, creating a numerous pits. That's the meaning. Was said nananumwa. Wamatete nkwaya area. Ya kwaya nemu ayo modiano. Nananum dodoa no afre Professor Frimpong Boateng. Akachane se prof. Kwaya mu ha ne yete. Yatra for so many years. Yan yabo kwaya ho ban e de ababesi enne. Prof. And kwama wo mu say. Kwaya hodo a eda ha nyina no. Say ebedidi mu a yakokum kusie wotwe adoa apostle baako bi ni yakwa kotwa woma yansai kwaye no nanso wo ho obehu an say obi abakuro ni mu wo ba okuta small scale mining licenses no de aba wo de ba no ba bedura no de atere wo se ya de ma no on crime some famra na memra metu omaba wura kwaye ni mu yemfuo na omasɛ no kwaye no na omasɛ no na omu di fidie e de ba wura kwaye ni mu wo koda kodura amna yatutu ni wo mu no yehu ane ye mahye wo mu banso a wo mu kuto mu private security fo a wo mu kurokura tuo e wo kwaye ni mu na do na kwa akufo ado the question say what digana wu papa was consequently the poor indigents are unable to harvest even Wuoma even Wuoma from the forest to pound their fufu. Professor Frimpong Boateng say one wa wati kuram ho no empa Wuoma keke wo pe Wuoma acha abi akwa wo fufu okura no a wura kwaye ni mu a ya bo utuo tai ni yakunkwa because ukotwa Wuoma obi bu forest asay no ukotwa Wuoma ni yanom mama yemisa say sa document wey ya Professor Frimpong Boateng de ba ye na nke wo so mampani akufo ado wo set up de anim say committee Saturday enya wodin can you give this document to either the police CID or the special prosecutor say money this document Professor Frimpong Boateng is the prime witness na mon prosecute sankofwe we interrogate to mon prosecute to amo the obedi for no ya fa ne nkotum adankobasa ankobasa papa no wonu mom anya doye we dem agama no wono enene wabe ni paboni ni because woman pani akufo ado susu ani na dwene nyina ya ne say jama Professor Frimpong Boateng en woni key document we amo hene babu amanya bi a woken kama Ghana fo ate eti sad sadia na wo say na ban etu aye boni a obi nya bi da menuanom enio mamen kan a certain portion. Number 3, two no nam kan ye no 3. Some challenges number 3. We'll see. unwholesome behavior of some MP and government appointees. And only your number 3. That's here. Here. What's say? It is on record that the activity of some senior members of the NPP accounted for the anger at the community levels. Honorable Joseph Abetkwam, the former MP for Manson Kwanta, exemplifies such individuals. This is a member of parliament for Manson Kwanta constituency in the Central region, and at the same time, member of the board of the Minerals Commission. He used his position as the member of the Mineral Commission to acquire several dozens of large-scale concessions in his district, ostensibly for community mining purposes. He ended up selling these concessions to private individuals, including party members, for 200,000 cedis per concession. This infiltrated the party in the constituency. So during the 2020 primaries, to select a candidate, the electorate voted against Honorable Kwam, the sitting MP, who was more resourced than other candidates. Although there was allegation that he kept delegates and attempted to bribe them, he lost to a lesser-known individual who did not have any financial muscle. Professor Kwabra Frimpong Boateng say, MP bi anu ye MP ewo kura friend Manson Kwanta. The din your friend Honorable Joseph Kwam. Honorable Joseph Abet Kwam. Asama no ye member ewo Mineral Commission board so. Asama no when you shoot the membership no ewo Mineral Commission board no so no. And they acquire a lot of concession. Of was 200,000. 200,000 titis can say no. 200,000 titis can say 2 billion ama. On can't tell me and I'm the scam woman evident Tiana Afumajum. Saying 200,000 here, 2 billion, 2 billion. It was about, yeah, don't come yo, don't come me. Me want concession gold assassin wa 2 billion, 2 billion. Father Jibio, Prof. Com, assassin 2 billion, 2 billion, assassin 2 billion. You two gold was so. Well, body don't come me 2 billion. Of course. Asemi ba yeba be to January, wo mo ka ho asem no. Mo ma yemi sa Honorable Kwabra Senchire. Mo mi sa Honorable Kwabra Senchire, na mo mi sa Kwabra Senchire say, Kwabra Prof Com, e dey na see your Galamsey site. NPP for them Kwabra Senchire. Former National Coordinator Central Region. Ask him about Kwabra. Mo mi sa Kwabra Senchire, asamwa opani kwam we, ani nuoma wa ye e wo Galamsey fight him. They were in parliament. They were also members of the party. 4, mining by party officials and government appointees. Was it throughout our struggle with illegalities in small-scale mining sector? What baffled me was the total disregard of the president's commitment to protect the environment. I can state without any equivocation that many party officials from national to the unit committee level had their friends, PAs, agents, relatives, financiers, or relatives engaged in illegal mining. Page 12. Paragraph 4. Professor Kwabra Frimpong Boateng Ekasano. Was say, adia baako ye ne nwanwa ene say. Party no ada ho MPP party no. Every national level at the BBC unit committee na wo bia to Galamsey. See they have. Was say, I can state without any equivocation that many party officials from national to unit committee levels had their friends, peers, agents, relatives, financiers, or relatives engaged in illegal mining. Many of them, Saudi people from national level, at the Kokosi, unit committee, so we nipa 40,000. Wamumu say 30,000 there. No, we need to get them say. Most of them engaged. Most of them engaged Chinese working for them. I am not referring to party people who had their legitimate concession and were mining sustainably as they were instructed to do. There are appointees in Jubilee House that are doing or supporting illegal mining or interfering with the fight against the menace. Examples are Lord Kome, Tasnite Kotego, Francasiedu, aka Protozoa. Lord Kome. Lord Kome. Lord Kome. It was too former good year. No one could drop a catch a gun for some men. And now be a man hand over power at the NPP, NDC, and then it's not. Now, my main tremor at dear beer is see her. My main tremor, dear be. How do you know we am best on what? One rabu kwa for years yama. It's young. Point 10. TNE. Point number 10. Tiho. We are minimum baby yadi. Professor Frimpong Boateng. Atone Boase. Unrelated to Ghanaians or call special prosecutor. Wuoma esi ho. Prof. Woyemu. Yoko ya esi ho. Yonko henamra.
And then we were ushered into a room. I was given a chair, and opposite me was the chief investigator. Next to me on my right were my lawyers, two of them, and then some officers from that office. So as soon as I sat down, the chief investigator came to me. I was sitting down. He put his left hand on my right shoulder and said, "Professor, you're under arrest."
He said you're under arrest?
Yes, under arrest. Why? Well, he says they are investigating corruption and corruption-related activities of the IMCIM, and that is the Interministerial Committee.
Which you were the chairman of?
Or the chairman of. Any specific thing that I've done? No, they're just doing their investigations. But all the same, I was on arrest. I found it a little strange. But then, that was my first time in such an office. They asked me whether I was ready for the interview. And I said, well, why not? I'll answer as much as I could. So I was questioning for about 2 hours or so, maybe a little bit more. And after that, I was told that I had to be bailed before I could be released.
Very good. Sir, what you come Yatano. Now, ye told you more, and I yet one answer someone, a woman, ya boom good, your firm. It's way, a mugu. Professor Frimpong Boateng. Oh, no. Yanko, the next one.
If we all did things, that just has been my motto all along. Since I came from Germany, planned the National Cardiothoracic Center at the age of 39, bought this center without one city's contribution from the government. I'm talking about the block. And done many things, and all in the interest of this country. Never thought about myself. If I were a thief, I would have been one of the very rich people in this country. So what I'm saying is that if we all thought about Ghana, had the interest of this country at heart, we will not be where we are now.
when I asked you about what is happening now, you said, yeah, you submitted yourself to the process. You believe it's legitimate for them, the prosecutor, to look into those things that happened under your tenure, but you believe others must also be held accountable. Is that a fair recollection of that?
I'm saying that if not others, as we go along in life in this country, others who have the power now or who have the influence now should know that at some point they should also they will be held accountable for what they are doing.
Do you feel you're being victimized?
I think so.
Why do you think so?
What have I done wrong in this country? If 0.001% of people behave like what I've done, this country will not be the way it is. I mean, look, I bought a whole hospital, trained people, Ghanaians, heart surgeons, trained people from Nigeria, Ethiopia, changed Kolebu. After Georgesburg and Nkrumah, Frimpong Boateng was the person who added structures and systems to Kolebu, with internally generated funds, not money from the government. I changed the way Ghana Red Cross functioned. As chairman of the PRIC, I did a lot for this country. And as minister, I introduced a lot of things. If I pursue them, we have made a lot of change in this country. The things that I initiated when I was minister, most of them have been abandoned. So what I'm saying is that I'm not perfect, but in all my life, throughout my life, I have always thought about Ghana, the poor people. I know where I'm coming from.
Very good. Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng wɔsɛ ɛkwan a yɛde ne fa so no nokorɛ n'ani anye ɛkwan a yɛde ne fa so no nokorɛ ɛkyerɛ sɛ Ghana ntriti ne yie ɛne ɛna moma yɛntie Professor all revelations you are the by yɛntie ɛni we were page 15 neba ho and we were page 15 of Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, the document. Point 10. Chasusu. Meka bia no mababa sia brantie so. Se Charles Owusu Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng document abonidin. Oda so te wo yadan. Mon kai say Charles Owusu na Sir John any Atimota Forest echen forever. Na wonim Ponia amanfo ye ewo galamsey site no. Emu bia ni ho a enhu say Charles Owusu de. Charles Owusu a wo fira ne ho say wo ye sofo. Minuanom Ponia abrantie na die no. Ponia Charles Owusu according to Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng document. Charles Owusu to the God name ni hobby. But according to the document signed by Professor Kwabena Frimpong Boateng, you are the krata ba bonte de beka who say yes. Krata no or no and what troye. Now boni amanfo di ni wo mu ni nyina no. Charles Owusu di no. Anu ose ete obi ade. Before some about Charles Owusu no. Mokai CNJ Alaska. Jumadie. Sa company no. CNJ Alaska no meba so. Na mo monkai de nchiro bo ase. Yeah, no mo see your friend ni wo bo ase. De nchiro bo ase a enam so. Ama opani a your friend no Major Mahama. You got John Dramani Mahama busuani. You cool me ya no. Say no mo ye. Galam say. Ano mo nim panimfo nti. Ye soma sojani na say won kobon ho ban. Emma obi papa. Sojani very young. Ashire ne kra ya. Na mame no nsem no mosko kakra. Na tie boni a abrantie e friend Charles. According to Professor Kwabra Frimpong Boateng, essay abrantia ye friend Charles eboni yewudi ye no anu ohye echen wo biade yani mo Facebook o sham wo TV so a na wo pia o phone no fa ko TV SYZ e wo Facebook na hwɛ me wo so wo hwɛ wo so a share video no fama me yanko Charles na ten no there was a so-called big man above. Charles Owusu, Director of Operations of Forestry Commission. TM Common. Was on Monday, 11 January 2021, the task force entered a concession at a location called Ḃecause. They had been monitoring for some time. Residents in the area complained about the harassment of Chinese miners. The damage to the forest reserve was unimaginable. Big economic trees has been felled and dumped into muddy water bodies to rot. Ghana for yes say was a concession beer na ewa be potenten no mo ko ye kokoduru ye no na big economic trees ye ka economic tree ya dia ye tonwa e masika pim big economic trees, big economic trees have been felled and dumped into muddy water bodies to rot. Ghana for Professor Kwabra Frimpong Boateng say important kuro no mu no kodu na concession bi ho no mu wura concession ni mu no ana mo hu say timber Ghana ye twaton enya foreign exchange ye twaton enya dollars ade ba ye economy ni mu no ye twetwa sanua ni nyina ani ye tutu amena kese ensuya aya tetensuo ani ye di enua na gum se enua no empro ipo yesa nyame betua ne ka obebre wo wiase wei ansa na wawu sani pakuro na wo yesa no sika bia wanya bia no wa hwe yo de beto nduro ansa na wawu afrasase so wo bo Ghana buro sei eye se enua ye ton mi frakura o mi frisa huyoso enti timber mi ni ho agro because timber car ebetwamu a na nua guso ni ya deba na nua guso ni ya deba na nua guso enti anka brantia me nyakura no wo ma chainsaw empapa nua no wow no mo fa mo bo mo dance wo krom ho dabi twa nua no ene wodi gu attention se empro ameto document no so obati die mu ohu etensa die behu ni pakura wono ene adi saboni wetie tianiye epa chota so usuna manfo nim no eti me kasi e boni video bi hamre bi Your casa president, I'm only president to be him. Say, Mubanya, Mohre Mammy. A Casaria, no more Bamame, no more Hefo, and who are Brantianoa, your friend Chasso, Yanko. Now, I'm commanding it, what's say? Residents in the area complained about the harassment by the Chinese miners. A kwanya sa China for ya do mo begu ho no. No mo see have a potenten for no. What ka ya ne atwetuo? What ka ya ne atwetuo? What ka ya ne atwetuo? Etie. Was huge pits were scattered over dozens of acres of land. Was amina kesia. And yet to tutu, and yet to assassin yantam, assassin bagaya over dozens of acres of land. And yet to two amina kesia, and that is so. Was saying nearby cocoa farms has been destroyed. Ghana is the second largest producer of cocoa in the world. What's it? Now, do not for Dubai. Every year, only $1.3 billion. Sikasa and another work free IMF. And $2 billion and 3 billion and another 2 billion. Cocoa, ever to me mayeng. $2.6 billion for 2 years. About to me, $3.9 billion for 3 years. Was it nearby cocoa farms were destroyed? Obia bre, a cocoa, a so-called director of operations our forestry commission a cocoa negu so the kutuganam say as usual was say 7 excavators were seized assassin of sono 7 excavators were seized as usual. So-called big men started calling. First was Mr. Charles Owusu. The patromunya Charles Owusu na mon prompt me. So munya the picture kra me pe. First was Mr. Charles Owusu, who claimed ownership of the concession and of the excavators. Charles Owusu say, oni no omadi ni wo ho no, ne dia. Ensase a ya say no, ne dia. Enua ye twegu atetem no, ne dia. Ibi biara ya ye ne ho bia no, ono Charles Owusu no, ne dia. Professor Kwabra Frimpong. He claimed ownership of the concession. Men to what Charles Owusu the ene so bi. Men kokwaku ba ko ho ene. Amekọ the final stage. Amekọ the final stage. Me be phone lines na to. Charles Owusu abrantia na friend Charles Owusu no. Abrantia na wodi Ghana bone. Eche Ghana nuade egu atetem according to Professor Kwabra Frimpong Boateng, a document. Abrantia no a wono ena wotu gold. Abrantia na wacha kokwa aguo, wade China fo begu me potenten na wo ha adwene no. Abrantia no woni, wo hwe no.
Ne, munchonto baby ya. NDC led by say Owura John Dramani Mahama. Wawie na djuma. Wawie na djuma. Sir President, oh we
Aden.
see me what any day man pa I respect him. Obebu o man why dear so
Charles, let us know okay.
Oh nana, what am I say? Say nay then fifth me boy. I dey feed can say.
But say
May
chance to recon.
Me and I'm a what? Obe win omo primaries no. But as for president, oh win him. He can never be president. Me time no.
Na Charles we nyame.
Oh nana me nyame, but I'm say and they feed I can say June. Me boy na. No, May. And 5th May me boy. I can't do June 17 now. My 5th May. Montron to home say. Owura John Dramani Mahama. He's a gentleman. Who shared in lives over 30 years. I don't know media don't know what Ghana yaman you say mu. Any baby what peja or mine could do. And one brabo. I respect him so much. But me say we in a Juma. Ghana mambo. We
na Juma say
obi obasabe president bi. NCBM.
Identity.
Who dey say dem ka say me kan me say ye wo hunam famu de nipa hweka. So, hwe say de ye to ya ba mfie nwotwe bia ne asesa aban.
Na Charles unye nyame o.
Menye nyame. Ba me nyame akwa. Nyankopon ma me kasa akwa. Wakasa fa ne nkom. What I'm saying is say nipa famu de bi na omo be report yi kan. I mean ngwa ko bi say like dog kan e ko bota region ko bi sa asem, kwasante region ko bi sa asem, ko bi say ada.
This is the guy who that's who soon winning. Abratia way and was say gun and sass.